You have robbed him of a life. These victims that you speak of, they are still living. They are still breathing. I have seen people murder people and get less time than this.
Wow. These victims that you speak of, they don't matter. They don't really count, honestly. I think that my brother's special needs kind of cancel out their existence and trauma. Yeah, this guy right here, he's on parole, right? And this is his sister. She's advocating for him. She's supposed to be advocating for him. It's not going well. Okay? It's not going well. Take in the energy of this person. She is the weirdest person ever.
And kicking her about her head and face. She pretended to be unconscious and then he left. The victim had visible injuries to her head and face, including a 2-inch cut on her forehead. She was taken to the hospital and a sexual assault examination was completed. Oral swabs were then submitted to the BCA for testing. On March 1st of 2007, the results of the DNA testing were received and matched the DNA profile for Joshua Smith. On December 17th, 2008, Joshua Smith was sentenced to 43.25 years
Okay.
or
43 and a quarter.
519 months imprisonment by Ramsey County District Court after having been found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Due to new legislation regarding individuals who were juveniles at the time of their offense, Mr. Smith now has the opportunity to be reviewed by the Supervised Release Board after serving a minimum of 20 years of incarceration. Today's review by the board represents Mr. Smith's first review after serving approximately 18 years of incarceration. His original confinement release date is January 8th of 2036. His 20-year minimum eligibility date is March 9th of 2027. Thank you. I turn this matter over to the board. Commissioner?
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I need to move this.
I'd like to start by asking you what it is you'd like to see happen as a result of today's meeting.
Well, from my understanding is that this hearing is saying that I will be eligible to be released in 2027.
That's correct.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
And what do you think?
Hear her.
The girl that you spoke of that I brought to my home, as she said, I did not attack her, did not bring her to my home.
Look at her face, y'all. Just look at her face. Yeah, it's a
After midnight
parole
for
board.
the second crime, I've never met this woman ever.
Look
And
at
this woman did not pick me out of the lineup. I was just told that somebody seen the sketch and said that looked like me.
And what had happened? Look at her.
What about the DNA?
The DNA, I don't know how they had a sample
She's
of
so
my
proud of
DNA
herself.
if I never gave them a sample.
She's so very proud of herself.
So let me just. But the DNA that was recovered off of your second victim. You dispute that? You dispute that was your DNA?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they say they found DNA in this woman's mouth, but yet there was no DNA found on the person due to the hospital's DNA or sex rape kit.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Mama appreciate that. Mama got some shit coming up. Oh. And Mama appreciate it. Yes, she do. Ooh. Yes, yes, she do. Ooh. Exactly. Second victim. Yeah, so apparently he snatched up a young person, like a little person, and you know, like he had a habit, like a specific type of, he was doing it the same way every single time. Okay. And then and then he did it with a super young person, and he did it with an old person, like an old lady too. Like he was just, and here his sister is advocating. Look at her. That's right. He ain't do nothing. Right? You tell him, bro. I swear, my theory with this is she's there to make sure he don't make parole, but under the guise of that she's trying to help him. And you can tell she's so aggressive that even he is like not able to like say, shut up. You know, like, hey, you shut down. He can't even say it to her. He just like I can't imagine that a normal person would have thought that bringing her was going to be a good idea.
And I do have proof of that. They found no circumstances on this woman
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay. So you deny wasn't me, wasn't there, didn't do it on the
Right.
second one.
On both.
On both, yeah.
Oh, so in both instances you're innocent.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
Her. She said, correct. That's right. We said that. She wants them to already know she's going to be a problem. She like, I just want to make sure y'all is aware that I'm going to be a problem. Because I am.
I have a question.
Here we go. What's your question,
I'm
ma'am?
looking at your report. It said that you,
And I say, I don't know if this is in Texas, but I feel like this is in Texas. And the reason is literally 100% just because of her hair. It's giving very much Texas Dolly Parton, bigger than hair, closer to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? When I saw this, I was like, where is this? I bet this is Texas. Because that's definitely some Texas hair.
engaged with approximately 20 to 30 people before you were incarcerated. And I'm wondering how you found those people.
Well,
Where did you find your sexual partners?
can you put some clarity to that question?
Yes. You estimated.
I'm gonna tell you just from what I've learned in life. Okay. Whenever people act like they don't know what the fuck, like, you know, when you talk about something that's like scantily clad, we'll say, and it be that person be like, excuse me? Man, they be the freakiest fucking people. Like they be fronting their whole fucking life. Like her acting like she don't know. You over here trying to get your graping ass brother free, but you gonna act like you don't understand. Like, wait, what? What did you say? Could you say that, but you know, more tastefully, please? This heifer is a problem, I promise you.
That you've had approximately 20 to 30 sexual partners. My question is, how did you meet up with,
Yes, how'd you meet them?
get to know, get together with these 20 or 30 sexual partners?
Yeah, where you was meeting girls at is what she's asking. Why is he making this face like he don't understand the question?
Did you ever say that you had 20 or 30 sexual partners in your life?
I've been with more than a certain number, but it's people that was around town that I've met from school, neighborhood that we stayed in.
Look at her.
Or just people that knew people that I knew.
Just watch, y'all. This shit
How
gets
did
crazy.
you pick your victims? How did you pick these people who
There
are
was no
alleging that you
victims.
assaulted them?
Ma'am, I'm just gonna, Rashawn, I just want to just make sure that we're focused. We'll get to you here in a second, but
Yeah,
I want to
but
make,
understand.
no, wait a second. So
Hold on, sir. I understand. I just want to speak to what you're saying so I can help you understand.
I want you to stop. I want you to stop.
Do you have to yell and be so aggressive
I want
towards
you,
me, sir?
ma'am, I want you to stop or I will have you removed from the meeting because that's just the way this is.
There's
This
no
is a
need
meeting.
to be aggressive.
I'm
The
just
rushing is
saying.
not necessary. I'm
Okay.
trying to help
Question
him
is-
understand.
Wait,
From my
the
understanding,
question-
I'm here to be an
Ma'am,
advocate for him, and he doesn't
Ma'am, we're going
understand.
to end the, we're going to,
Can y'all see why I wanted to show y'all this? Are you noticing it? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Do you see? Do you see? She is the worst of the worst.
end this meeting altogether with you if you want to continue.
He
But
can't
he
We're gonna
doesn't
be done.
understand, and
For
it's my
Mr.
job to advocate for him, sir. There's no need to be aggressive. We need to be
No.
examples for the people that we are trying to teach lessons here.
So wait a
There's no
second.
need to be aggressive towards me.
No. So here's the deal. So you will have the opportunity to speak and speak freely. But until that time, this is a conversation with your brother. And that's how it's got to be. And if it's going to continue, we're just going to stop it and we'll deal with it another time.
This question is
that's
for
fine.
Mr. Smith and Mr. Smith alone. How did you meet up with the two people who had your DNA on their body or in their mouth? How did you meet up with those two people? One was an acquaintance, you said that. The other was a total stranger.
Yeah,
So how
I've
did
never
you
met the woman that was the stranger. The one that I
Look at her
knew,
face. Look.
I end up meeting her again after years of not speaking with her through an acquaintance of someone that I knew and that I felt was a friend at that time. And we exchanged numbers and spoke on the telephone.
And how did you
But
get her
this
to
other
your
woman,
home?
I've never seen her, ever met her outside of seeing her in the courtroom.
Okay, let me just change course here a little bit. Are you willing to enter sex offender treatment?
If I have to, yes, I will.
Wrong answer. If I have to, I mean, I don't really see the point. I mean, considering. Like, sir, that's why you're in here. Like, yes, of course. Of course they see the point. And look at her sister. Look at her sister. Look at it. Look at it. Look at her face. I'm doing a good job of making sure my brother never come home. Lord knows what he'll do if he gets up. I shit you not. You haven't seen anything yet. She was just getting warmed up. Do you hear me?
And why would you enter sex offender treatment?
Because I want to be home with my family. I've lost numerous of relatives over these 18 years of me being incarcerated. And my grandmother is getting of age.
Do you believe that
Ask
you
her to
could
repeat
complete
the
the
question.
program?
Huh?
Do you
Could you
believe
please
that you
repeat
could
that?
do you believe that you could complete the sex offender treatment program?
I believe I can.
Have you been involved in any sort of treatment related to sexual offending during your lifetime?
No.
Look, these people are confused as shit. Look, they're like, well, this is different. Can we vote? Can we go ahead and get this over with? I don't think I want to do this for like a long period of time. Like this don't feel comfortable. I don't like it in here. Okay, the room is stank and I don't like it. The energy is funky. I don't like it.
Do you have any reason to believe that these women had a reason to?
I think like 25 years or some shit. Like, he been in there all big. He been in there for a good little while, I think, already. But I don't know. It's been a minute, though. It's been over 10 for sure.
Lie about you?
Yep.
No, I'm not talking to you.
I'm speaking to Joshua. I'm not talking to you either, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm gonna give this last caution, and hearing is going to be over, right? So last caution: when it's your opportunity to speak.
Can you tell me the rules? If I were told the rules ahead of time, then maybe we wouldn't be having this miscommunication.
Okay, well,
I think that's fair.
Okay, I'm telling you what the rule is. The rule is
Okay,
when
let me know
you're
all of the rules so that
I'm sorry, but the needs are quite special. I think that whole household has a lot of needs that one might deem as special. That's all I'm saying to you. It's just given that they may have some needs that may or may not be special. I'm just saying, like, it's tell me that it's possible that she came here to get him out. Like, I don't see it. Like, in my mind, all I see is they were like, fuck, if he gets out, we gotta sleep with one eye open now. We ain't gonna never be really free. He gonna have to live with somebody. Who gonna keep him? Who gonna keep him? You know what? I don't know her name, so I'm gonna call her Cassandra. You know what, Cassandra? You go in there and be his advocate and just do that thing you do, girl. Ain't no way they gonna let him out. And then she show up and she do her thug thistle. She brings out her full on bitch, presents it to the crowd. I'm surprised that they didn't lock her up for this. You're like, you know what? Send both of them back in there.
that way I can know straightforward. If you will, please.
this, you are not permitted to be in a place to speak until we call on you and open the floor to you. The
So I
conversation
can't speak to Joshua either. I need to clarify.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay,
you
but I
are
need
not.
to clarify. Everyone's understanding is different, sir. I would hope people in your position would have more understanding of that.
Okay,
I think all of you may even have degrees. You should understand that people need time to communicate. So you're saying something to me, so I'm trying to understand what you're saying to me.
This meeting is going to be over.
I have another question I'd really like to ask Mr. Smith. I'd like to find out about this. I see that you had a history of seizure activity. When you had seizures, did you lose consciousness?
Just like pass out or
Yes.
I'm not understanding.
When you had seizures, the report indicates that you have a seizure activity disorder. Whenever you had a seizure, would you lose consciousness? Would you lose touch with reality?
Not to my knowledge, no.
What would happen during those seizures?
I couldn't tell you 100% of everything that happened because I've had seizures while I was asleep. I've had seizures where my body seized. And from when I was younger, I couldn't tell you exactly what happened with those seizures.
Is it possible that your offenses were committed during or after a seizure?
I wouldn't say yes to that. No, I don't think so.
Thank you.
Other questions board members have for Mr. Smith? Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Smith, I'm wondering what steps you've taken to prove your innocence.
I've tried to go back on appeals. I've tried to go through to the Innocence Project. I've put in a request to keep Ellington. I still haven't heard anything back from that. But the Innocence Project said because my case is based off DNA, they couldn't help me. I've went through the appeal process and I believe 8 or so months after they said that the Court of Appeals denied my appeal. They asked me if I wanted to go to the Supreme Court, and I wrote them and told them that I would, and they wrote a letter back that following week saying that they denied my appeal also.
Just one more question, Mr. Smith. In looking at your report, you indicated that you would
have memory loss after seizures and would not remember what happened.
55.
Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have
All right.
something
Seeing no
done.
other questions, I'm going to turn to Ms. Smith to provide your insights and thoughts.
Look, Sammy, he don't remember. He don't remember none of the stuff he did was wrong. Now ask him about that one time he did a thing that was correct. I bet he remember that. I bet he do. I bet he do. Ooh.
As to your brother's readiness for release and what you think he may need between now and the time.
Oh, now this gets to be a surprise for all of us because I didn't get this far. I didn't get this far, so I will be as shocked as you by whatever the fuck it is she says.
Of his minimum eligibility.
Thank you, Sammy.
He needs to be released. That's what he needs. He needs to be released. And that's just it. These are
I'm telling you, she don't want him to come home. Her job was to keep him from coming out. That's it. That's all you think he needs? He just needs to be released? How about should we give him 3 or 4 new victims? Should we just put them in the car for when you drive off with him so he can already have it, easy access. Cuz all he needs is to be released, you know what I'm saying? That's all he needs.
crimes that he didn't commit. His whole life, he was a child with special needs. And this state has taken advantage of him.
Uh-huh.
And I'm highly disappointed in each and every individual involved.
Uh-huh. Is she?
Those are my statements.
Mhm.
The very same people whose job it is to uphold the law
Uh-huh.
did the things that they did to my brother, who was a child with special needs. And they took advantage of him.
Okay, so she on repeat. Okay. Let's see if she goes back around the block one more time. Let's see.
I'm highly disappointed.
Said that. That's the third one.
Just as she was asking him those questions, a lot of the stuff he barely even understood. He was trying to figure it out.
Okay, and you know that how? How do you know that? Get this bitch some chapstick, honey.
There's no compassion at all.
Do you realize that these aren't the people who put him in here? You realize this, right? These aren't the people who put him in there. These are the people with the information to decide whether he can come out. So you yelling, when I say you yelling at the wrong person, I mean you really yelling at the wrong person. Like you should be yelling at the other people and being nice to these people. Okay? Look at it, exactly. DNA. No, see, so I guess she's not saying, okay, so this doesn't make any sense. Okay, so he is special needs. And she said he got needs that are special. She said that. Okay, she said he has special needs. So I don't have to say it my sneaky way. I can say special needs for this one because she said it. When I'm trying to be tricky, I say needs that are special. You know what I'm saying? And it's a touch hilarious also. But she said, y'all took advantage of him. He was a child and he has needs that are special. And it's, that he shouldn't have had to go through this because he was, different. And, y'all punish him. He's different though. He needed help. Oh, is that the story? A while ago, you also said that there were no victims. Okay, him having needs that are special and grabbing people into the bushes, that doesn't make not a victim. Okay, the victim still exists. If you want to say he did this and he needs help because he has whatever, that's all. Both of those things can be true at the same time, but there's still a victim. There's still victims. So which one is it? He did it, but he has special needs, and or there's no victim at all. I can't stand this bitch. I don't know if you can tell. Is it coming through?
And the second someone someone tries to step in to help him understand, is shut down and shut up and be quiet and don't speak, met with aggression.
Just one more question, Mr. Smith.
I am
Were you
speaking,
using-
ma'am.
I am speaking. Not I'm speaking. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you. Now I don't contest that this man got needs that are special. Now the reason I say this is because he's giving zero reaction to her outburst, to their reaction to her outburst, to what she's saying, to what they're saying, to the fact that what she's doing is clearly biting him in the foot. He can't tell. He don't know. He's giving no indicators that he can tell whether this is going well or not, or even that it should. So the needs, it's likely the needs are special. In fact, honestly, I would say that the fact that they let him have an advocate, that's like a family member advocate person, means automatically, I think that he has that he's has needs that are special. Which you would think that would mean, like, if he's like, wonder what, it's got to be extreme though. I mean, like, look at this. He's giving no indicators at all. Oh, hit the like button if you haven't already hit the like button. Mama would appreciate it. Please, please, please. And thank you.
It is my turn to speak. He asked Mrs. Smith, it's my turn to speak right now. It is my turn. You
Go
guys
ahead.
continue to do the very things that you ask other people not to do to others. I am trying for the life of me, for the love of God, to understand how people who are sitting here trying to force other people to behave well, but cannot fathom this very same good behavior themselves.
You through?
I love this fucking lady. When I tell you I love this lady, I fucking love this lady. She is serving all she's serving all of the energy. No, she didn't look up and go, are you good? Are you done? Hold up. Hold up. Let me let me catch that again, because that was way too funny.
Behave well, but cannot fathom this very same good behavior themselves.
You through?
I am not.
Are you through? That's all she looked up to when she did it. She's like looking at her paper. She's like, she heard that pause, and she go, "Are you through?" Oh my gosh, she is serving that energy, that that whatever bitch type energy.
But thank you for asking so politely.
You're
Red
welcome.
emojis in the chat.
Mr. Smith, do you have a history of drug use?
Joshua needs to be released. He has given you all his entire life. Isn't that good enough? What else do you want from him? Since he has been here, since he was a child with special needs, with no one. His entire life since he was born, he has had seizures. He has never had a normal life. And then you throw him in a cell like a dog. He has cancer. You have robbed him of a life. These victims that you speak of, they are still living. They are still breathing. I have seen people murder people and get less time than this.
Wow. 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 These victims that you speak of, they don't matter. They don't really count, honestly. I think that my brother's special needs kind of cancel out their existence and trauma. He's given you enough time. I mean, come on, let him out. He's learned nothing because the needs were special. And so when he comes out, surely now with the size he is now, if he did this when he was young, he did this when he was young. He was like he was a boy when he did this. So if he was able to overpower these people, and you can tell he was just a big boy, right? If he was able to pull that shit off when he was that young, and the needs are special, like she said it, not me, okay? The needs are special. He did that then. If they let him out now, he hasn't done any of the little the offender trauma counseling workshops or whatever. He hasn't done the anger management stuff. He hasn't done any of the ones that are like the main things for them to do. He hasn't done those ones. They asked him if he thinks that he would he be willing to do them. What he says, if he has to, if he doesn't see the need to have to do them at this point, he's done did all this time. Okay, he isn't. He's done all this time, and he's still and the reason he's in there is this thing. If he still right now doesn't see the benefit of doing the stuff, then he's definitely gonna redo it. Like I mean, come on, like he's definitely gonna do it again. Am I wrong? Like, am I losing my shit here? Like, I mean, he would definitely do it again. And then she would say, come on, he's special needs. Those so-called victims, they should have never left their house. And then my brother wouldn't have to pay for the thing he did to them. She going to Hades for that. You going to Hades for that, ma'am. And I can see, it almost kind of makes sense why he did it. Now, it kind of makes sense why he did it. I mean, his sister is under the assumption that people are just tools to be used by her and her family and can be molded by her and her special family, and the other people don't count because they're not in her special family. These victims that you speak about, they're still alive. It's not like he killed them. I mean, he did choke one out. He did do that. But she lived though. But she survived. So the special needs cancels it out. Is that how it works? Is that how it works, ma'am? Just say you don't want your brother out and you came here specifically to sabotage him because you didn't want to have to take care of him when he came home. Just say that. Just say that. Just say that part. Don't chat much, but I listen every day. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That is very sweet. Mom appreciate you. Yes, she do. Ooh, yes, yes, she do. Yes, 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 yes. This lady, tell me y'all understand now why I wanted to show y'all this? Can y'all see it? Can y'all see the allure?
It is highly unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Are you sure?
I am.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, were you using drugs during this period of your life?
I have, but nothing would alter my understanding of the situation.
Have you been advised not to use drugs due to your seizure disorder?
I have.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us just in terms of what you think may be going on? I mean, you know that your DNA was found on these two victims.
Oh, look at her rolling her
that's a
eyes.
fact.
No.
Anything else you'd
That
like
is
to
not
tell
a
us?
fact.
Okay,
And you will
thank
not let these people, Joshua, treat
Mi-
you
Mr.
any different
Mr.
than what you know to be true. You do not listen to them. You stick with the facts that you know to be
Mi-
true. No one should
Mr.
force you to say anything other than what you know to be true. None of us were there.
Mr. Smith, I'm going to
You
just
only
open.
speak the truth. Do you hear me?
I'm going to.
Whatever
gonna
that
open-
is, speak that truth.
Ms. Smith, stop, please. Mr. Smith, I'm going to open the floor to you, provide
Good.
one last comment before the board enters into deliberations and discussions of next steps. Anything you'd like to say or offer?
No.
No.
Okay. Thank you. And with that, we'll
What the fuck? They asked him if he had anything else to say or offer. And she says no. And then he says no. Oh my God. If you didn't want him to come home, you should have just said that, ma'am. She came all the way up in here just to sabotage this man and make sure he didn't have a chance in hell of getting out. Didn't nobody want to take care of him? They all got kids. They all got their own kids. She probably got kids in her house. She probably got children. She like, fuck, if he come out here, he gonna be tinkering with my children. It's just my guess. That's my guess as to why she came in here and deliberately said. And the only way this wasn't a deliberate sabotage, the only explanation that isn't she did this on purpose to sabotage him getting out, is if her needs are just as special as his. Hers got to be just as special as his. That's the only other explanation I could come up with.
we'll close that portion of the discussion and move into the discussion of next steps.
I'm wondering if we could do a redo with a different advocate.
Oh, damn. I didn't see that coming. Now that's a lady with some common fucking sense. Because she could tell. She's like, man, this man basically just had she just came in and you know what, actually, she might be thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You know, I'm starting to think this lady came in here to deliberately sabotage him on some sneaky shit. You know, can we do a do-over on this with a different advocate? That is a good ass fucking plan. That is a good ass plan. Now, let's see how she responds to this, because you know she ain't gonna like that shit. Oh my gosh.
I believe we got some information.
I don't think
He
he
has the
got,
right
can I finish?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I don't think he got, I thought he answered well. I think he understood what he was being asked. He's got his reality that is his reality. And I just wonder how this would have gone with an advocate that was not so emotionally charged by this. I would like to hear more of what he has to say.
The reason I would oppose that is he chooses his advocate. I mean, that's his choice. I don't think we should
And yet
interfere with, excuse me, I don't think we should interfere with that choice.
I'd also like to understand more about what are the special needs. It's developmentally delayed. What, there's a familial thing. Yes, sorry. I mean, there's a familial thing going on here. And he may not have picked the best advocate. I mean, I think she's definitely advocating for him, but in this setting, you would want somebody to help him tell his story better.
Well, look at her. She
Is there
panicking.
anything in the file to indicate developmental delay?
Well, it's special ed, but we don't get
But we don't
There's
get
nothing
the
beyond
education.
special ed.
And yet, clearly, he needs sex offender treatment. They have sex offender treatment, and they will determine which level he needs to enter and participate in. He said he would be willing to go to SO treatment. We, of course, deny parole at this point, direct him to enter and complete a sex offender treatment program and any other appropriate programming. I don't really think there's a lot that we could get out of this. We don't know everything going. He may need some psychological testing. Certainly he is receiving medical treatment now, but we don't know.
Robert. Hell no, he wasn't released. Robert talking about, so what happened? Was he released? Fuck no. Going no fucking where? He ain't even did his offender treatments. He said he would do those if he needed to. So he don't even think he need to, even though that's the thing he's in there for. And then she says he has special needs. He did this thing happened, and he has special needs, and you guys are taking advantage of him because he has special needs. And but then she also says there are no victims. Like, look at this. Look at this. And these so-called victims, like, when he get a hold of your children, go let him out and see what he do to your kids. See what he do to your kids, and see if you can't fight him off or stop him. Let's see if you. I mean, I'm just looking at y'all too. I'm thinking that you're not gonna be able to stop him from what he do. Okay.
And we don't really need to know about the seizure drugs and that type of thing. But a thorough program, a thorough assessment will look into all of that.
Well, I don't know what he's treated for, but he wasn't treated for that. He didn't do those, there's like courses and stuff that you have to do, or that they like for you to do, like say if it's like fighting like type stuff, or it's it's like anger management, or like if you killed somebody or something like that, it's like where you could be sympathy, it's like sympathizing for your victims and stuff like that. It's like certain little classes and stuff that they like for you to do before they consider letting you out, because otherwise it's like you haven't learned shit. You came out and know nothing more about that particular thing that happened that you did than you did when you went in. So you're definitely going to reoffend. Let's say you have zero chance of not reoffending. So then that's with him. Like, if they were to let him out right now, he's definitely going to do it again. Especially when his sister's trying to convince him that he didn't even fucking do it the first time.
In terms of whether that could be a factor in this, and it certainly could.
The file indicates that he was accepted into a sex offender treatment program.
I'm assuming whoever she's talking to across the table from her. I think it's like there's always like a person who works there, it's not the warden, but it's like somebody who works there at the facility that works with the person who's like there. Like, they're always somebody in there with them. They don't be in there just by themselves. He could attack her. Because they're on like a screen thing. They're not all in the same room with him. Floors are different.
Lionel Lakes, but not accepted, that he was not accepted. It was offered.
I would not accept him.
Because he denied it. I don't know if there's any.
Well, they do
Standard
have
procedure. That's standard procedure.
But they do
Right,
have.
so I don't know that it would be any different.
They do have in different facilities. They have something called, at least they used to in Stillwater, a deniers group that people, if they chose to do so, would first go into. And you need to start somewhere with this. Certainly there's programming he can go to, but this is his outstanding need is treatment. And if there is such a group, I wish I knew. I wish I had a
There
list
is
of
not.
the
There
groups.
is not at present.
It may be that individual therapy would be a good place to start, because there definitely are some issues there that he needs to explore.
Mm-hmm.
And the individual therapy directly with him would be a good start.
We've got, two things on the floor right now. Your request to consider the opportunity for a second advocate, and your proposal of particular steps to continue.
To deny parole, and because I can think of nothing better at this point, if TSOP will not take him, individual therapy to address his seizure disorder, his psychological well-being, and any impact that this could have on his offenses.
I understand that. You see no benefit for a second opinion or another opportunity for inclusion of another advocate.
What would be the best case scenario?
Well, I would like for him to have the experience that I think most people have with us, which is a lot of respect. Hearing from us in a way that's not so adversarial, given what his advocate has showed up in.
I love how they talking about it like she ain't there. I would like to talk to him without that that thing over there. Well, I mean, I just think that if we had did it again, with without who, that there could be some things learned at least. If that whom for which we will not speak or not hear. They talking about you, girl. They talking about you, girl. I think she knows.
In that way, I would just like him to have the opportunity to engage with us in everything you're saying. I'm in agreement with.
Get some purple
We can't
emojis
force
in
him
the
to
chat.
have a different advocate.
I think it's just unfortunate, or even come by himself, to hear and engage with us in conversation about what and why our plan would be.
Yeah, honestly, it can't hurt because with her there, they want to keep him forever. They're like, fuck, we can't. Ain't nothing can be done about this. She don't want him to have another chance because what if they end up letting him go? Remember, like I said, it definitely does seem like she came to sabotage him.
So I'm troubled just by the door itself of denial, and because that makes it really hard to figure out what the moves are.
It's not that unusual.
I understand it's not
used
unusual.
to take deniers into treatment because sometimes they need the support of others. Sometimes they need to think about it more in depth and look at the circumstances and think, well, I need.
Look at her. She's telling him, nope, no matter what, always say you didn't do it. Never, ever, ever say, my bad, I'm sorry. No, always say there are no such things as victims. I didn't do nothing to nobody, never. These are the things you're going to repeat. Okay, that's what she's telling him. He ain't never going to see the light of day again because of his sister. The only chance he got of freedom is his sister passed away. Like that's and if they let him go, he might be the one to make it happen. Just a guess. I'm just guessing, no spitballing. Nah, thank you, Emily. Purple emojis in the chat. Let me get some purple emojis. Light it up.
Think about that more clearly. I wish they did. I can't make the program take anyone that they've refused. I wonder if we could ask them to reassess that decision.
I think there was.
This is actually quite comforting. Look how much like concern they're showing for this man. His sister is over there trying to sabotage you. I shit you not. I think they must know. I think they're picking up on it. They picked up on. They're like, you know what? I think she's trying to keep him in there. Maybe we need to look into this because if we let him go, she'll have to deal with him, and that's how we can punish her. That's one way to punish her for this thing she just did. Send him home.
At least the last we had that conversation in-house was the efficacy of the treatment, I think, became a question from a research standpoint, if there was a denial. And I think that was the underlying. I do also hear the range of concerns about needs and having a better understanding of special needs, whatever the seizure disorder implications, whatever that looks like, and the other range of programming that could be beneficial in terms of moving them forward.
Yeah, I'd like to see them move forward.
I guess I just don't know. I want to address this question of, would seeing him again with a different advocate or without one, would that change the next steps discussion. That's what I'm trying to struggle with here. And I
mean, he's created he's in a rock and a hard place. He doesn't think he's a sex offender. And yet we're pushing sex offender treatment. He does want to get out. So he'll go for sex offender treatment and he doesn't believe he's a sex offender.
Well, we have other people that we see who do not believe that they committed the offense for which they're incarcerated. It's not unusual.
I've been specific to sex offense. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's not unusual.
Sorry.
Because otherwise nobody else can.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
I would wonder if there's maybe an opportunity. So there are two unmet treatment directives. There's SUD treatment, and then there's also the sex offender stuff. And I understand he's maintaining his innocence, and so I'll not even go down that road. I'm wondering if the focus is on the SUD treatment initially, maybe if that would, maybe kind of open. Maybe that would address some of the things that we have been discussing. So, and may kind of start to foster that more rehabilitative, treatment-oriented mindset. So I would maybe just kind of put that out there as, because I agree that sex offender treatment piece is going to have to be something that's addressed. It just is. Our role is not to determine his guilt or innocence. That's what the court has done.
I think you make a really good point. The treatment.
I do too.
So I would wonder if maybe that's, so maybe that's the route we go in terms of recommendations, and then bring them back in, whether it's whatever. I know it's been said treatment can typically be 14 months, 18 months, whatever. So maybe we set it for, a 30-month continuance to allow time for completion of SUD treatment, come back, and hopefully the experience is better, and then we can readdress the sex offender.
Damn, 30 months. They just throw 30 months out there like that ain't shit. 30 months, that's too, that's Diddy time. That's how much time Diddy got left. That's 2 years, 24, 2.5 years. They're like, look, let's just put a big ass pen in it, like a 2.5 year long pen in it. And then we'll come back and we'll assess it later, later on, like in a few days, like about, like maybe like 1,200 days. That's more like 7:20, 7:30, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Is that 10,000, 10, 15,000, 1,015 days? Did I do the math on that right? I don't think I did. I think I fucked that one up. 750. 8. No, it was about 900 days, something like that. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days. That ain't right. That ain't right either. Mama's math ain't good. It ain't good math.
Treatment piece at that time. Just a thought.
He's actually on the waiting list at Stillwater and scheduled to begin the Atlantis program on July 25th.
Oh, good.
And it's an 8-week program, according to the records that we've got before.
I think that's the anger management treatment or anger management programming.
Yeah, I think
well,
that's right.
They must have confused the two because
Atlantis is 12 months.
I have recommended anger management and on waiting list as well.
Yep.
My notes say Atlantis program 3/9/26, 12 months. Anger management July, 8 weeks.
So there's nothing in the file to indicate he's applied for chemical dependency treatment, or
Atlantis program 12 months, 3/9/26.
Okay, so that's the only difference. Is he on the waiting list
I think so.
for the same date I mentioned?
Was it 3/9/26?
Yes.
Yeah. I like what Andrew's proposing. Is that a
Thank you.
Is that a motion?
I can certainly make that a motion.
All right,
If it
there's a
was clear enough for a motion.
You want to just restate to the extent?
Sure, I'll attempt. I'll attempt. So my motion is to deny parole. Set a continuance of 30 months with the condition that he successfully complete the SUD programming, which he is already on the wait list for, as well as the anger management programming, which he is already on the wait list for. And then obviously the standard conditions of no rule violations, and really encourage any other pro-social programming between now and when we see him again in 30 months.
All right, there's a motion, and is there a second?
Seconded.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none. To the motion, Board Member Earhart,
Agree.
Board Member Larson,
Yes.
Board Member Ramstead,
No.
Board Member Nelson,
Yes.
Board Member Strufert,
Yes.
Schnell will vote yes. The motion prevails. Mr. Smith, you've had a chance to hear the discussion. We would be looking to work with your team to get you into treatment as kind of proposed and that programming, and then would see you in 30 months. And just in the meantime, would encourage you to remain discipline-free and participate in any kind of positive pro-social programming that may be available to you. Any question about that?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. Good luck to you.
Oh, she definitely wanted to keep him in there. She was definitely lying, saying, well, it definitely seems like it, you know what I'm saying? That was sabotage. You go in there, the only people who can decide whether he gets he could come out, and you go in there and you be as insulting as possible and then say things like he didn't do nothing and there are no victims. It's either she had needs that are special or she did that to sabotage. Those are the only options that I could come up with as to why a person would do what she just did. Okay.